edition of Pitch and Switch. Today we're going to be talking about cereal. I did a huge grocery haul of all different types of cereal that are popular on today's market. Most American families consume a lot of cereal, and many kids especially will start their mornings out by eating a bowl of cereal for breakfast. And unfortunately, we really need to take a closer look at some of these ingredients because they are potentially very harmful to our health. So let's get started with looking at some of these cereals. The main things you want to look for in a cereal are the grain that is being used and whether or not it's a whole grain. And we want to look at the amount of sugar. That's a really key, important thing to check out. You want your cereal to generally have less than 6 grams of sugar per serving. And then we want to check for the amount of fiber and the amount of protein in our cereal. Ideally, it's going to be at least 3 grams of fiber and 3 grams of protein per serving. And that's going to help keep us full and energized throughout the morning. And then lastly, we want to look at if there's any artificial colors or flavors or preservatives, because these are harmful to our health as well. So let's get started. This is about the worst cereal that I could find in Walmart. I know that many children love to eat Froot Loops. So let's just take a look at some of the ingredients. And what really bothers me is the packaging. It's bright and colorful, and it's just calling to the kids and wanting them to eat this cereal. So the first ingredient of this cereal is actually sugar. So they don't even try to hide it. When you look at the amount of sugar, it says 16 grams, which is going to be 4 teaspoons of sugar. Okay, and that's just for one serving. And many kids that I know don't eat just one serving of cereal at a time. So kids should have no more than 25 grams of sugar per day, or about 6 teaspoons. And you're getting 4 teaspoons right off the bat with this cereal. And then the second ingredient is a corn flour blend. So that's going to be whole grain yellow corn flour, wheat flour, oat flour, and all of these grains. If you look at the fiber profile, it only has 2 grams of fiber, so not especially filling, and these ingredients are not organic. And unfortunately, cereal isn't really important to buy organic because the grains are heavily sprayed with pesticides and glyphosate, and glyphosate and these pesticides are really harmful to our health. So we don't want to buy cereals that are not organic. Other things in here, there are a lot of food starches. There's corn syrup, even different types of oils like vegetable oil, hydrogenated oil, soybean and cottonseed. These are all inflammatory oils and not things that we want to consume. Another thing that concerns me quite a bit is the different colors in here. We have yellow number 5, red number 40, and yellow number 6, and blue number 1. Artificial colors are made from petroleum and known to be contaminated with carcinogens. And these different types of colors have been linked to hyperactivity in kids. They can disrupt their learning abilities, can cause asthma, rashes, and migraines. And they actually require warning labels in Europe and are even banned in some countries. But for some reason here in the United States, companies are still allowed to put these in our products, which is very concerning. So definitely want to be concerned about that. And then there's also BHT in here, and that's a preservative that has not been proven to be safe. It's been linked to cancer in animal studies, and it's been seen as an endocrine disruptor, which means it interferes with our hormones. And again, the companies have been allowed to put these in our cereals, but not in other countries. So we definitely need to avoid BHT as a preservative. So, do not buy this cereal for your kids. I would not recommend it. Another popular cereal out on the market is Lucky Charms. And unfortunately, it has many concerning ingredients as well. The first ingredient is whole grain oats, which that's good, but again, it's not organic. And the second ingredient this time is sugar. So in this one, we have 12 grams of sugar, which is going to be 3 teaspoons of sugar per serving. And again, many children eat more than one serving, so they're probably getting at least half of their amount of daily sugar just in this cereal. It also has the same artificial colors in here, preservatives, so unfortunately, this is not a great cereal choice either. And it only has 2 grams of fiber and 3 grams of protein, so we can do better than that. Frosted Mini Wheats. So many people see this as a healthy cereal, and it does have whole grain wheat, but again, it's not organic, and it does have 12 grams of sugar. So who would have thought the same amount of sugar in this as this? So it's really not all that much better, and it does have the BHT again, that preservative that has not been proven safe. So this is not really the best option either, although it does have more fiber at 6 grams and more protein at 5 grams. Probably the most commonly known type of cereal is Cheerios, right? So let's read about Cheerios. Again, it says it can help lower cholesterol, all these different health claims on the box. It has whole grain oats, again, which is great, but they are not organic. And it has sugar, but only 2 grams, so definitely less sugar, which is good. And it has 5 grams of protein, so that's good. The only other concerning ingredient I see here is called tripotassium phosphate. And this is kind of a controversial food preservative. You can look into that more if you like. So Cheerios has less sugar, but again, non-organic with the oats. Kashi is a very popular health food type cereal. And it is got 9 grams of protein, so that's great. It has whole grains, which is really good. But again, it's not organic. It is non-GMO, but it's not organic. And it has 13 grams of sugar. So again, we are just getting lots and lots of sugar, 11 grams of added sugar. So we're looking at lots of sugar in this product again, unfortunately. This would be a healthier alternative to your Cheerios. It's made by Cascade Farms, and look, it's organic, so that's great. That's one of the most important things, and it only has 1 gram of sugar. So we've got those boxes checked. It has 4 grams of fiber and 4 grams of protein, and it doesn't have any harmful preservatives. So instead of Cheerios, I would look at something like this. Probably your best type of cereal is going to be made by Ezekiel 4-9 by Food for Life. This is organic, non-GMO, sprouted organic whole grains. And that's about all that's in it. It doesn't have any sugar. It has 6 grams of fiber and 8 grams of protein. So this is going to be your best-in-class option for cereal. Another healthy option is going to be Arrowhead Mills. This is organic flakes as well. So it's organic rolled oats, and the other ingredients in here are organic too. It has 4 grams of sugar, so that's great, and 3 grams of fiber and 4 grams of protein. So this is another healthy option. And then the last one here, Grape Nuts, that's pretty popular too. It has whole grain wheat flour, but again, it's not organic, but it does have lots of fiber, lots of protein, and not too much sugar. So other than it not being organic, isn't a terrible choice. One final mention I wanted to tell you about was an online company called Magic Spoon. They are a maker of cereals that are high protein, low in carbohydrates, no sugar, no artificial flavors or colors or anything. So it's on magicspoon.com. You can check them out if you're interested in getting like a fruity or a frosted or cocoa type flavored cereal. It is pretty expensive, but if your kids are hooked on cereal, if you can do portion control, it might be an option for you. So in conclusion, we're going to pitch these unhealthy types of cereals and switch to one of these healthier organic versions.